Hello guys, I'm Sir Tony and welcome back to another video on World of Tanks. It's been a while since I made a last video because I haven't had a lot of time.
Let's get this show on the road.
And it's also been progressively harder to get a good replay that I wanted to store on YouTube for you guys to see and also for myself to see. Anyway, this time I'm playing in the AT2 solo on Murovanka, and the matchmaking is quite generous. It's a tier 5 match with occasional tier 3 and tier 4, and to be honest, that's where this thing really shines. This AT2, which is the British tier 5 tank destroyer. The first one of its line with really heavy armor. But to be honest, I don't really like this vehicle very much because it's so slow, and the gun isn't that great either. And because it's so slow, you often either trail behind the Carnage, or your teammates are all dead when you finally arrive at the Carnage. And that makes this this vehicle very bimodal, because it has a ton of armor, but it also has a weak spot like every other tank. And if you encounter people who know of your weak spots, you can be very easily obliterated. But if you encounter people who don't know of your weak spots, you can rock their socks off pretty much, which makes this thing really one or the other. There's almost middle ground here. Anyway, we had our first contact with a poor Somua in the forest. And now it's this Panzer III that must endure our rapid fire wrath. And oh my, a Churchill right out in the open. Great targets. Tries to retreat but gets tracked, which means he is pretty much dead. Bouncing off the occasional shots here and there, but eventually he falls. As you can see, there was almost nothing in the forest. That's because all the enemies are all in the middle and all in the northwest of the map, which will come back to bite me, to be honest. First, I'm just looking for targets to obliterate, and most of my enemy team is in a really comfy position near the cap, and I did not expect them to lose. Spoiler. Anyway, here I'm still deciding on what to do, how to support the guys in the cap. I can see a KV-1 and an AT2 from behind. Both are driving toward the cap, which allows me to get some nice butt shots in. And now this T-34 drives in the open, which seals his fate. Yeah, there's no way I would have hit that. Probably didn't hit. Anyway, we're capping at a good pace, and I'm thinking, yeah, we'll win in just a few more seconds. So I decided to go into the city and see what I can clean up there. And now I started noticing, oh man, my team is losing. It's actually losing. Which is extremely bad news in this tank, because you do not have the ability to quickly go and support them. I can snipe a bit, however, but it still does not change the fact that everyone there is dead. So we're left 4 versus 6. And the enemy are capping with 3 players or more. Which means I have to go to the cap at maximum speed. Which is a really pathetic 20 kilometers per hour. Oh man, if only I arrive in time. Because that's the thing with this tank, you just cannot arrive in time. And if you want to arrive in time, you have to predict events like 5 minutes in advance, which is extremely difficult in this game, because, I don't know, 1 minute could change the entire tide of battle. Anyway, that's 2 guys down who stood in the open and very low health. And now we have 11 seconds to reset, so I'm loading APCR. Reset this KV1. And it worked, luckily. SU-85 is next, because he's in the open. I forgot to load AP rounds for him. Repaired my tracks and reoriented myself toward the AT2 tank. I need to reset this guy, loading APCR. And thank God it hit. Because that was really close. That's the AT2 gun, shooting HE all the time with the howitzer again. Now this KV2 has been decimated through the driver port, and there's only one KV1 left. This was a really, really close match. They could have capped like 1 second after I shot. Come on, there we go. And that's the end of this replay, because everyone is dead, and I ended up with 11 kills, which is enough to get a Pools medal. But as you can see, it was a really close map that if I waited somewhere 2 seconds longer, we would have lost. And such is the nature of this TD. It's very well armored, but very slow. The guns are rapid fire, which means you have to expose yourself in order to do a reasonable amount of damage, which also means you can be shot back. And if you encounter people who know your weak spots, then your life is really short, because you are just not able to retreat. And if you get flanked, then your life's also over, because this thing is too slow to even track a heavy tank from circling it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll find the time and willpower to make a next video pretty soon. So stay tuned. Thank you.